Hello and good morning. Now, Fridays come once a week, but for us, we like to ride the wave and build up to it. We love that anticipation that comes before it. Welcome, and welcome to the Friday edition of Wake Up Nigeria.
Yes, indeed. Friday is that exclamation mark at the end of a sentence that defines either if it's relief or excitement. Hey, that's what we do here. The relief to the weekend, the excitement that the weekend is about to start here. Welcome once again to Wake Up Nigeria. Now, if you're like me, then your schedule will include plenty of bedtime, movies, and green tea sipping.
But it's also game day! And you know what that means? You know the drill. It's all about fun, 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 fun all the way. And we're looking forward to sharing a lot of that good cheer and laughs with you. And there's a lot of quirkiness that comes with that as well, especially in our kitchen this morning.
Yes, indeed.
The quirky queen. Wow. And quirky king. They're right there.
You know the intro alarm just
it's not our quirkiness. I'm super excited about TikTok. I feel like I'm the last person to join the app. But
no, you're not. Because I'm still not joined.
But nobody cares about you, man.
There's something very educational about that app, though. TikTok. You know, because there's one particular one we're not supposed to talk about anymore, but we can start talking about TikTok, right?
Yeah, I think the thing about TikTok, or the unfortunate thing about TikTok is once you start with something, you have to keep at it. You can't change your style. You know, but I don't know. True.
But do you want a weekend nugget? Now we have one for you. Life never gives you a break. You have to take it. So make out some me time this weekend while we preach fun and family all the time. We also recognize that you need to give yourself some time, some TLC.
Yes,
so make sure you dedicate this weekend to yourself.
Yeah, dedicated to you, you know, that working mother out there with 3 active kids, that's for you. Now, the accountant's trying to get his master's degree on the weekend, it's also for you. And Ngechi trying to make that 10 naira bill turn into 1 million naira.
Yes,
please. Take a chill pill, okay? This weekend is absolutely for you. My name is Mazino Peel.
And I'm Titilayo Oyinson. Remember, you can stream this show live at tvcentertainment.tv or on Facebook at TVC Connect. Download the app for Android or iOS. And as soon as you need to move around, you can also make a comment on our social media platforms at TVC Connect.
Okay, so let's tell you what we have coming up on the show here today. We have Omotunde Sogunle, also known as Moshuga, or Motunde. Now, she's a TV stage actor and also a skit maker who has starred in quite a number of movies and series, and also stage productions. She'll be joining us for a chat here on the show. Let's learn about her journey so far. I would like to find out. I haven't seen that skit. I haven't seen that skit.
You know, this is close to what, who was the last guest that came here?
Nasboy,
mentioned. What's his name now? Mr. Marcaroni has found a way to, you know, evolve, get himself different characters and all of that. And this particular one, where he's always finding out where the daughter is always bringing different guys. She has brought Kanayo.
Really?
She has brought Brother Shaggy. She has brought everybody, like from
like I didn't see that
deep end of the spectrum. I've seen this one.
Like a young guy but he said
with the sports car
I
and
just
everything.
I
guess I'm missing out then.
So it really is fun watching.
I should follow Mr. Macaroni. I haven't been following him.
Yeah, you should follow a lot of those skit makers. They're like a breath of fresh air during the weekend. Like I'm also some of them actually post on weekends.
Very positive. At least that's the one positive thing social media is doing, bringing some positivity in little digest formats to people, as against what Saka went through or is going through currently.
Think about
Bukayo, by the way.
Social media as it is, for me it's a medium, and a medium it's not positive or negative. It's about what each person brings. It will always be there. Racism would always be there. Yeah. Especially on social media, you know. That's why we mentioned what can the companies do. Can they? That's talking about the Twitters, Facebook, and Instagram. Yeah. They need to do more. It has to be automated. They can automate words, some kind of words. Like mainly you call words. It just deletes your tweets and maybe suspend your account. They can and should do more.
People are going around it. They actually have that facility. People are going around it by misspelling words, but you get what they mean.
Yeah. So, but the point that even if you spell them rightly, for now they haven't yet. It's not gone ho. They've not gone after it as they should.
So I was actually thinking. Okay, I knew you wanted to say something.
Yeah, I think it's really important that we actually work on, rather, the social media covers of words that make people feel some kind of way. Because over the last weekend, I felt a lot of pressure and I just had to leave social media. So I think we should also try that. When you finish,
self-regulate.
Just
very
go
true.
away.
Yeah.
But let's see what the weather's looking like today.
And you are welcome. Let's do the news. That's first out here for Wake Up Nigeria. My name is Mazino Appeal. Now, the Nigerian Senate has approved the Conference Committee report on the Petroleum Industry Bill, retaining 3% operating costs to the host communities. Now, the report was approved after the Senate leader, Senator Abdullahi Yahaya, moved for his consideration. While presenting the report, Senator Abdullahi said the Conference Committee adopted the version of the upper legislative chamber. However, South lawmaker Seriaka Dixon has earlier raised a point of order to counter the decision of the committee, but was immediately turned down by the President of the Senate. Now, the Senate and House of Representatives passed different versions of the bill on the 1st of 2021, which led to the setting up of a conference committee.
Finally, the Senate considers the report of its Committee on INEC that may determine the process through which the country will conduct subsequent elections.
We retain the 100,000.
The Parliament swiftly dissolved into the Committee of a Whole for clause-by-clause consideration of the report. The provision of the committee's report, Section 52 in particular, allows INEC to determine the method of voting and transmission of election results.
For protecting me against all right.
But Senate's Deputy Chief Whip, Abdullahi Sabi, quickly calls for an amendment to Section 52, subsection 3, to strip INEC of rights to solely determine how election results are transmitted, proposing that the process must first be adjudged adequate and secure by the Nigerian Communications Commission or approved by the National Assembly.
The Commission may consider electronic transmission of results provided the national coverage is adjudged to be adequate and secure by the National Communication Commission, NCC, and approved by the National Assembly.
That the Commission may transmit, at the discretion of the Commission, may, not shall, that the Commission may transmit the result by electronic means, where and when practicable.
The President of the Senate then ruled in favor of the amended clause.
The nays have it.
This decision immediately threw the Parliament into a rowdy session, forcing the plenary to withdraw into an emergency executive session to resolve contending issues. Soon after the closed-door session, Senate's Minority Leader Einaya Baribe came under Order 72 of the Senate Standing Rule to call for a division on the Senate President's ruling, a decision that was reluctantly adopted by lawmakers.
Mr. President, I still insist. We want Nigerians to know who has voted or not.
One by one, lawmakers voted for or against the decision, but the ayes had it.
We have yes, we have 28. We have 52 nays. We have 28 people absent. So total number of votes cast is 80.
A new clause was also introduced to the Act. Section 65A, subsection 1, now provides a new electronic register of election results for proper digital archiving and easy access by the public upon satisfaction of statutory requirements. Now that the Senate has cleared a huge bulk of the work on its table, lawmakers will proceed on their annual summer recess to return to the Senate chambers on the 14th of September 2021. TJ Swadeoye, TVC News, Abuja.
And that's it for the news this hour here. Let's do fitness.
Welcome back. Now it is time for us to take a look at the covers of the papers this morning, and we are starting off with Vanguard. Electoral Act, reps in free-for-all anger in Senate. Over electronic transmission of results, invites INEC Chairman NCC DG for clarifications on readiness for electronic transmission of results. Whittles down provision on electronic transmission of results. INEC to consider electronic transmission of results if national coverage is adjudged by NCC, approved by NAS, says Senate. Photo story here showing the situation in the House of Representatives during plenary yesterday. Eid-el-Kabir federal government declares Tuesday, Wednesday as public holidays. It's sad Naira has lost its value, says NLC. Rowdy rep session over 3% for all communities. COVID-19, NAFDAC approves AstraZeneca Moderna vaccines. Journalist, policeman, Okada rider killed in Ondo Bank robbery. IMP applauds Nigeria's Deep Blue project. Moving on from Vanguard to Nigeria Tribune, we have Senate gives NCC NASS final say. Reps in stormy sessions take brief from INEC, NCC yesterday. We were against nebulous wording of Section 52.3 of proposed act, Senate spokesman. Division beauty of democracy, Senate president. APC senators preparing grounds for mass vote rigging, says PDP. Photo story showing members of the House of Representatives in a rowdy session over the controversial electronic transmission of voting results in the Electoral Act at the National Assembly, Abuja, yesterday. Governments have hijacked appointments of VCs for federal varsities, federal government alleges. Journalist, policeman, one other killed in Ondo Bank robbery. Kwara APC factions bicker as national chapter suspends 11 members. Senate approves Buhari's request for $8.325 million, 490 million euros external loans. No housing crisis in Nigeria, says Fashola. To the top of the paper, we have Northern lawmaker kicks against zoning presidency to South. Moving on to Daily Sun, we have Senate whittles down provision on electronic result transmission, approves usage only when NCC certifies adequate secure coverage. OK's Buhari's fresh $8.3 billion loan. Photo story showing students of University of Lagos vacating their hostels following the shutting down of the institution over COVID-19 infection yesterday. I was blindfolded in flights from Kenya to Nigeria, says Kanu tells lawyer. Says he was intercepted at underground airport car park. COVID-19, 13 Unilag staff, students infected. NAFDAC approves 2 Korean, 1 Russian vaccine. APC suspends 11 Lai Mohammed loyalists for taking party to court. Federal government to unveil new policy on toll gates. Kalu sponsors bill for establishment of food bank to reduce hunger underemployment. Olusoya appointed MD and CEO of GT Bank. You might want to grab a copy of your favorite newspaper to stay accurately informed on all that is happening in the country. Let's do some fact-finding.
Oh, wow. A few facts that were really interesting there.
Yeah. Which one? The ones we were telling here?
So
you don't want to know about those facts.
Some of them are just not for public consumption.
A bit too juicy.
Yeah. But something that was put out into the public was something that the game talked about.
So, you guys, the game, very vocal guy. He said something. I want to read it exactly like he said it.
He said that thing has been trending.
Hang on. He put it on his social media Insta story. He said, only women, children, and dogs are loved unconditionally. A man is only loved under the condition that he provides something. I don't know if you guys remember. I have said this a million times here on this desk, maybe the other desk, about men only achieving self-worth. Well, not only, but achieving a sense of self-worth when it comes to providing for loved ones. And when that is absent, they don't feel, complete. And women actually need you to provide something, whether tangible, emotional, or, in some sense, before they can love you back.
So he has to provide something.
That's what I say.
Even if the woman is completely self-sufficient, there is that whole feeling of being nurtured, that being taken care of, that enhances the love. We're not saying it's the only reason for the love. We're just saying it makes it nicer. It makes it better.
Gives it reason, gives it support.
And then it's purpose.
Is because as a man, that's how you feel. When you provide, then you feel.
Yeah. If I'm not contributing to a relationship this way or that, I don't feel like I'm loving enough. I don't feel like I'm delivering love.
So does that mean that your love language is
provision?
Acts of service.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. But I guess
not that providing is what validates your love.
It supports it. I wouldn't say validate. Well, in some way. No, actually, I actually agree. It does validate it.
Do you think that that's because of the African mentality of a man having to provide?
Yes, it is. Absolutely. But then again, the game isn't absolutely African.
There's that mindset that if he
feels the same.
Doesn't provide, he doesn't love you enough. That's how some women receive, you know, that's the message some women receive. Like, he doesn't love you enough to go the extra mile for you. Even if it's not about money. It could be, you know, carrying your bags. It could it could be carrying you. It could be, you know, making sure that you're always comfortable. It doesn't have to be about giving you all the big bucks and buying you big cars and stuff like that. No.
Okay.
Luxuries.
In that way, yes. But
because what he said, I don't think anybody would disagree with it 95% of the time. He said facts, you know. So this was not about whether he does say a man is loved. I remember when, I think it was Chris Rock that also mentioned, there's a lot of people mentioned, and it's the world that we live in. You know, and many religions support it.
True, actually.
Many religions support it. It's that way. It has been that way. The man is there as the provider. In fact, some religions that you'll be shocked, they'll tell you, look, if he doesn't do it, he's worse than an infidel.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but I mean,
if that's for Christians, you tell that if you cannot provide, you're worse than an infidel.
So I feel like sometimes
it is what it is.
Those things like that put men under pressure. It puts men like
it is what it is.
It is exactly.
I mean, the world that we live in is evolving. So why does a man have to provide for me? Why can't I provide for myself?
I love the feminist movement.
Oh, I was gonna say that we're gonna get there soon, aren't we?
It's not feminist
You see, can't you just sit down and just enjoy being taken care of?
Okay, but you see, the way things are now, yes, especially in Nigeria, it is. I'd rather have both of us doing it. In fact, it should be, because as a lady, if you are dependent on a man providing for you, what happens when he dies?
We talked about codependence.
What happens when he leaves?
So before now, let me tell you, before now, I used to be scared of talking about death, but I no longer am. It will happen. You understand? So the point is that what happens if he goes before you? That's the if, because everybody will definitely.
Then he now has to have left something for you. And then if he didn't leave anything,
and then even if he leaves something for you,
so don't get it wrong. So don't get it wrong. It's not to say that the woman cannot provide for herself. I am all for women being completely independent.
Yes, we know she is.
We know
but I do appreciate being provided for.
Being taken care of. Okay, let's not even say provided, but being taken care of.
Yes, it actually makes
showered attention, you know, like, where are you?
If you say those ones, yes, those ones work. But
meal, as an African man, see, I want to put food in your mouth, actually. That's how I was brought up. That's what I feel like.
But now, that's the learning, unlearning, and relearning. As a person now, do you think that your fundamental composition still wants to provide to show that you're a man?
Yes, are you man? Let me answer. Excuse you.
Yeah, just chill. Let's ask you a man.
Yes.
You're not you.
Yes. I'm sorry if I'm traditional, but that defines me as a man. That I must provide for you, that I'm happy doing that.
So are you saying that you can't be with a woman who is self-sufficient but just wants your love?
No, I'm not saying that I can't be with a self-sufficient person. It's okay if you want to. In fact, that even makes it even sweeter. But let me put a fork in your mouth is my point.
That's fine.
No, it's not just... That fork he's talking about, it's not just about being romantic. Let me tell you the truth. It's really very true. For a man, in most cases, that's really how we get our self-worth.
Yes.
Honestly. It is not, you know, you might want to talk about it, but if you... So some men are okay with it, and there's no problem. That's not... There's some people that their plans are to be house husbands. I don't mind being a house husband.
I mind, though. I don't...
No, you know what I mean?
Really comfortable.
When I say house husband, I'm talking about... I mean, there are people who
sit
sit back at home. You do voiceovers.
Yeah.
So what if you are sitting down working from home?
I'm working now.
That's also a house husband. Get me? I'm not talking about sitting at home doing nothing.
You're still working, but
I'm still working.
Yeah.
So there's people that love moving around so much. I don't love moving around so much.
Yes, we know
so you
that.
get to a career-driven person. Do you understand? But my point is that we do get our self-worth. We get our self-worth from her smiling that I did something for her. But the problem also comes where if you meet somebody who now wants to take advantage of that.
Exploit it.
And that's when it's a big problem.
Yeah. So
when you meet a chick that wants to take advantage of that, it's a problem.
First off, I'm not indicting all women, but I'm wondering exactly how you guys do it. Just simply enjoy being loved without, you know, feeling that I'm hot enough now. I should be loved only because I'm hot enough.
So there are other things a man can provide. There are things that a man can provide in the other room, for instance, that is enough for some women.
Titi, are you everything all right?
I'm just saying.
Are you satisfied? Is everything?
Wow, really?
Yeah,
what a question. I'm saying there are some women that are okay with that because maybe down the line they've just discovered that maybe the money and all the other things that he was buying was just not enough. You know? So it just depends on you. It depends on your love language. Yours is acts of service, and it could be something else for someone else.
There's this lady I was involved with at one time. The way she would appreciate something small, I want to do bigger. I don't know if that was how she manipulated me. But the way, like, if I did something small, she would appreciate it so much. I'm like, I have to do better, and I couldn't do.
You guys would have collapsed in the end.
In any case,
what is your love language? Tell us, is it food? Is it provision?
Is it fuck in your mouth like Mazino?
That was close. We'll be right back. Do stay tuned.
Love it.
Good morning, Chef. Good to have you here. You know what? We're opening everything here. I just liked the way the natural flavors. We can already perceive there.
I know, right?
Oh my
days. I'm also like tearing up right now because of the onions.
The onions, yeah. I'm so excited. I like that we have a burst of colors. And I know we're making pasta, but I don't know what type of pasta this is. Do you want to tell us?
Okay, all right. Okay, we are making stir-fry pasta.
Stir-fry pasta, fabulous.
With salted veggies.
Shame.
Yeah.
But I can see Gary.
No, it's not Gary.
It's not Gary. Okay.
This is breadcrumbs, right?
Ooh, nicely ground breadcrumbs. I mean, but you could pass for Gary from far.
I know.
Okay, so let's quickly run through our ingredients before you mistake it for Gary like me.
Abi.
That is breadcrumbs, and then we have shrimps here. And is this pepper?
Yeah, fresh pepper.
Or just Scotch bonnet or mixed?
Yeah, Scotch bonnet and tomato.
Okay, and then
so we have our
butter.
butter.
Yeah, what do we have in this little?
Okay, we have our thyme, curry, and garlic.
Okay.
Yeah, which other one?
Salt, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Okay, and then here we have carrots.
Sweet corn. Green beans. Yeah.
Green beans, and we have oil.
Yeah.
And then here we have another type of carrots. Another type of chopped, or what do you call this one now? Sliced carrots.
Yes,
okay.
and
green,
full length
green beans. Okay, and then we have our spaghetti, of course. And then what sausage is this?
Yeah, it's just
normal sausage.
Yes, normal sausage. Yeah.
And then tomato paste.
Yeah, tomato paste, seasoning cubes, onions, and parsley.
Parsley. You know, one thing I'm very interested in learning today is how to use cooking margarine. I have not been able to know how to put it in food, so I'm always worried. So I want to know how you're going to use it today, because that way. So let me ask, the way you put it in pasta, is that the same way you put it in rice, or is it a bit different?
It's a bit different, like different. What's it called? Different
times of placement.
Yeah.
Okay. So, but then at least let me share learn one today.
So today we are not actually using it for the pasta. We're using it for the what's it called?
For the sauce. Hey, so I will still not learn it.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what you do for me?
No, I can still add. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
So that I learn this one thing.
So actually, I'm still going to use the oil for the pasta.
The pasta, okay.
The leftover from stir frying and all that.
Okay.
So you still have the butter in it.
In it, okay.
Yeah,
okay. So let's start. What are we doing first?
Okay, now
the pasta is on fire.
It's on the fire. So I want it to be a bit hot. At least to put the pasta so it doesn't get soggy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. But while that is getting ready, we can...
Then we can make our stir fry.
Yes. Since we have... they're chopped already, yeah? Let me just turn this way. Yeah.
Is it hot?
Yes, on.
Oh, okay.
Give you the oil, yeah?
No.
Oh, okay, the butter.
Oh, okay. Should we start with okay, let's start with
Okay, the oil. There you go. So we're doing our. I'm going to stop.
It's okay.
Okay. Where's the okay. So when you're not here, I mean, what is Chef Ayo about?
Yeah, I'm probably at the restaurant.
Oh, you have a restaurant?
Yes.
Nice. Where is your restaurant?
Lekki.
Ooh, ha! We gonna come eat free food.
You should.
Nice. So tell me, what made you evolve to having a restaurant? Because I know that's not a one-day decision.
I know. I've always like cooking. I was like small.
Yeah.
Like always loved it. My mom's always like chasing me out of the kitchen. I was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I was small, like 9. So like I'm always stressing her. Like I just want
You know
to
what?
her, like,
Let's save this. Let's save your cooking gist. People don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. We'll go on a quick break. When we come back, Chef Aya's going to be telling us a lot more about her cooking experiences. We'll be right back.
Just making me angry now, but let's just leave that one shy. Okay, it's the big game, of course. It's Friday, and we are looking at the fallout from Euro 2020. We're looking at the whole competition. Well, we'll take the plus and the minuses. What can we learn? What can we use to move forward from this? Of course, Olamide is on the show here with me. You're welcome.
Thank you.
It's great to have you.
Yeah.
All right, so Euro 2020 has come and gone. Just before we get into the major thing we want to talk about, how was the competition for you? What are you looking at the whole competition as a whole?
Okay, so
how would you describe Euro 2020?
It has to be one of the most anticipated competitions. It's come, it's gone, and it's achieved its purpose. I think it was a fantastic competition. The idea from UEFA to have different countries host, the competition was
a big one.
Out of this planet. It was thinking extra, and then the fans were able to come back. Of course, not the way you expect them to, but majority of them were able to come back. We saw many of the teams turn up, and also we saw many of the teams disappoint. England went very far. Of course, Italy were supposedly one of the underdogs.
Yeah, not underdogs, dark
until
horses.
they played their first 3 games, and they were like, "Oh, you guys need to watch out." Those
Yeah,
guys
but
are really
prior
good.
to the tournament, Italy had gone 26 matches unbeaten. So Italy, okay, so for me, Italy were a dark horse.
Yeah.
I had France pinned down, I had Belgium pinned down. Those were, of course, the favorites. But then
Spain,
after
of
that
course.
level, Spain, not for me. Spain was not there, but it was France, it was Belgium. Then under them, I specifically mentioned that Italy were going to be dark horses. That means that one of the teams that could surprise England also were dark horses for me, but they were not favorites for me for the tournament.
Yeah, exactly.
But then you mentioned, of course, that idea of taking Euro around 11 countries.
11 countries,
But Alexander Seferin, who is the president of UEFA, has stated that that will not happen again. And reason being that he said, look, it doesn't make sense that one team has to travel 10,000 kilometers, another one travels 1,000 kilometers for the same match. Look at England. It seemed like it was set up for England. England played 6 out of 7 matches at home.
At home, yeah. So it was very convenient for them. I felt to a large extent the English team felt like the home team throughout the competition.
Exactly, throughout the competition.
They really never had a major challenge to affect them physically and psychologically. So,
and even when they had to move, they moved to Rome. It wasn't so far.
Yeah, it wasn't
where they had to play and all that. So, but whichever way. Now, after the competition and all of that, England is in the eye of a storm. You see, the reason why I'm not personally celebrating Italy's win so much is because I knew the moment Bukayo Saka missed that penalty, I knew what was coming. Bukayo Saka yesterday put up a note to thank England fans, and all of that for the support he had gotten.
Yes.
And he said exactly the same thing. He said he knew that when he took that penalty and he missed it, he knew what was coming for him.
Yes.
And that was why, for me, I didn't get to celebration because I just knew this guy. I almost felt like, oh God, why didn't a white man miss it somewhere else? Let me see what would happen. But then we know these guys, racism. Racism is a very serious thing in football.
Yeah.
UEFA, FIFA, CAF, not CAF so much. UEFA and FIFA have been fighting against this for a very long time. It's been a campaign, but it doesn't seem like they are doing enough.
Well, specifically, there were 3 players that were targeted.
Yeah.
All of them were, of course, the Negro origin. Sancho, we had Saka, of course, and then we had Marcus Rashford.
Yes.
And these 3 players are very young players. Sancho is the only player who recently played outside of England and has returned home. I think UEFA hasn't done enough to curb the excesses that we're now seeing in modern-day football. With the advent of new ways to put out information, we've seen more and more people bring out that ugliness via social media, Twitter, and all the social media platforms. And earlier today, you said something on the show about using keywords to stop certain things from going on. But I think it should go beyond that. There should be lifetime bans from certain players. There should be stiffer penalties for club sides. You know, we saw what happened with the recently formed Super League and how UEFA were very prompt in taking action. And so I think they are not doing enough. I feel they're not doing enough. The campaigns that has been rolled out for almost 2 years now is not effective because you're not reorientating people and their mindsets, and it goes beyond the cultural backgrounds of these people. These people have not learned to change their mindsets, even though football, we've seen over, you know, decades bring, you know, all types of races together, colors. It doesn't matter where you're from. So I think the ball is in the court of UEFA. Because it's more prominent in Europe than most other countries.
Than most other continents and all that. But some other talking point after this was England. You know, there's a call for England to actually be banned from hosting the tournament for a while. Look at what happened at the finals. They had people who injured other people. In fact, there's also the story of Maguire's father, who reportedly had two broken ribs while there was a stampede for fans who did not have tickets who wanted to get into the stadium. Hooliganism is also one very big thing, and England have been, they've been guilty of this for quite a while, and it came to a fore in the finals of Euro 2020, where they were trying to get in without tickets, even in spite of COVID, you know, COVID regulations and how and all of that. But the way they went about after the match, they started going after fans with Italian jerseys, beating them up, bullying them, and all of that. When it comes to hooliganism, also, is UEFA really? Are they because they've not even done? Are they doing anything at all?
I feel I've seen a lot of occasions whereby, you know, UEFA put out fines, and those fines are not, you know, they're not safe enough. I mean, they're not things that will affect the club
at all. If it's money, they'll pay it.
So it's not. It really shouldn't be about money. By the time stiffer laws,
bans and all that,
you know, you're not going to, you know, ban the countries, ban the clubs, ban the fans, you know, even charge some of them, you know, criminally. That would make a difference.
Definitely, definitely. Thank you very much, Olamide. It was great having you. And that's it. That's it. That's all for Euro 2020, of course. Maybe we'll also look at Copa America next time. That's one competition we actually didn't talk about. Maybe on Friday we'll take a look at the competition from the beginning to the end and let you see what the Copa America was all about. Now we have to head over where the beautiful Ayo. Hello, Ayo. What's up? How far? What's happening there?
I'm confused. Wait first, Ayo.
It's Ayo I spoke to. It's not you.
I'm ugly. Say no to. This is what we're talking about, that it should be censoring. We should be bleeping that.
Ayo,
it's food. Sorry, don't mind. He's only helping me for food. But then he collects food from you. That's all. But don't worry, enjoy. We know who Mike really is. Okay. All right. So welcome back to the kitchen, people. If you are just joining us, I have with me Chef Ayo. And we are having pasta. We're preparing pasta today with sauteed veggies. Okay, and we have our water on fire, and now it's hot enough for the pasta, yeah? Fabulous. So we should. I'm not going to break it. I'm not breaking it. Oh, okay. This is 80 inches donut hair straight. Bone straight. Bone straight spag. Pasta. Bone straight spag. All right, and then so on fire, we have the fresh pepper. And oil, nothing else. Yeah. You just trash that. Okay, so what are we putting in next?
Okay, so we'll add our thyme.
Our thyme, okay.
Just
okay.
Want the smell to just thyme.
Okay.
Just
all right.
I still want to feel that freshness from like the real
spice,
not just curry and thyme.
Yeah, of course.
All right.
And is that we put in the garlic?
Yes, we added chopped garlic already.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. So we're just gonna add more
of that. Okay.
The blended one.
So now, if you want to achieve this recipe at home, we're just gonna quickly show you the ingredients that you need to have. It's really nothing out of the extraordinary. You can find it at the supermarket close to your house, or that's Mama Bola's shop near the house. You can also get it. The only thing you might want to have to go a little bit out of your way to get is the parsley. Wait, I feel, is this for plating or you're actually putting it in the food?
Yeah, it's just for the garnishing.
The garnishing. So you see, if you can garnish it in your stomach, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, and the sausages, of course. Yeah, everything else is something that you can get from those little kiosks near the house. Yeah.
Right, so we're gonna add little salt.
Okay. To the pasta.
To the pasta.
You know,
so I won't add salt to the sauce.
The sauce, okay.
Yeah.
What did you? So you aren't one of those chefs who like to put oil in their pasta when it's getting boiled.
Yeah, it's optional for me.
Okay.
It's optional for me. Because when you're done, so it doesn't stick together. You just run cold water through it. Then you're done.
Okay.
So you don't.
So either there are many. The way they say there are many roads into the market. There are many ways to.
Well, you can still do that if that works for you.
Works for you, yes. That's why I said many roads. Whichever one rocks your boat. Yeah. So that. So is it going to be like a jollof pasta?
Yes.
Jollof
pasta.
Okay. Yeah. All right then, guys. Let's go on a quick break. When we come back, we have so much more Wake Up Nigeria. Probably the top of the second hour and 45 more minutes left. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Now, it is told that it is not a healthy habit to skip your daily morning Wake Up Nigeria viewing ritual. So, hey, don't believe me? You can ask this one right here.
Yeah. You know, we're part of that morning ritual that sets the type of person you turn out to be for the rest of the day, at least. And they say your routine determines your outlook and your outcome for each day. So if you start with us, you can bet that you're definitely going to be having a great day.
Yeah. Do you have any morning rituals, like absolute morning rituals that you do absolutely every single day?
Every single morning, I drink a full bottle of water.
Okay.
That's like a full 1.5.
That's self-righteous, but I get you.
Yeah, that's what you said. That's what you said. You said morning ritual.
You just wanted to go with that fitness thing.
No, I actually do that, though.
Fitness thing. I get it.
You think it's easy to look like this?
Oh, my.
Do you think it's easy? It's a lot of hydration, people.
It's okay. In any case, what I do is I have my watch set to every single quarter hour, and I have something that I do every single quarter hour. Step out of the house exactly at the same time.
Really?
Get here at exactly the same time. Have a full 30 minutes to myself.
I think that's bordering on OCD, but it's fine.
It is. It is.
We are going to have a great weekend as long as we start it the right way. We're going to play a ping pong partner today for the games.
That's what we're going to do. You can also join in the fun if you have the right props, if you have the right partners as well, and the right items. Hey, you play. I think Tuckwell will be joining us today, if I'm not mistaken. Tuckwell, are you ready for ping pong plumber? Do you remember how we played it the last time?
Well, I don't know if I want to play games with you today.
Oh, why?
Just gonna have to think about it, because I know you guys like to use me to be happy, but today no one's using me.
Wait, so leave her. We're not begging you. We've got Mike.
Yes.
We've got Mike.
You see?
I have no words.
It's like we've got a Hulk.
Yeah.
We've got Mike. Anyway, it's gonna be fun. Something different for you this weekend. Hey, this is what you should do. Do a video of you playing exactly what we're playing today, which is Ping Pong Plumber. Tag us when you put it on social media. Would like to share and see what your experience for the games was like. Use the hashtag #WakeUpNigeria on TVC, okay?
And of course, it's Wake Up Nigeria, the weekend starter edition. Let's pull that cork out of your champagne bottles and get the weekend on the road for you. My name is Titilayo Oyinson.
Of course, my name is Mazino Appeal. Remember to stream the show live if you have to move. You want to also make sure that you have us on your device. All you need to do is download us. We are on Google and Apple iOS, so you can carry with us, carry us with you wherever you go.
We love looking at those comments, by the way. And hey, you need to know exactly what's happening on the show today. We've already mentioned that it's game day.
Yes, indeed.
But we also...
And for a chat, we have Omotunde Sogunle, also known as Moshuga or Motunde. Now, she's a TV stage actor and a skit maker who has starred in quite a number of movie series and also stage productions. She'll be joining us on the show to let us know or let us in on her journey so far.
But it must be really great being a character like that. You know?
So there was something you mentioned earlier, and I just remembered when you mentioned Hulk. I remember how Infinity War began.
Okay, we're still on this.
Oh my days.
You know how Infinity War started?
Yes.
You brought the strongest Avenger and you brought him down to bits. It blew my mind. I mean, Thanos taking down Hulk now. You saw that. You saw that battle.
Mike, do you see a relationship between that and Mike, sorry, please, I beg, indulge me. Mike, indulge me.
I'm going to stay out of this.
Wait, Mike, please, stop wait.
I'm not here.
Indulge me. Do you see a relationship between that and what they're doing with the introduction of Immortus / Kang? Now, he is the biggest villain you are going to have in the MCU. And they've just presented him as one like Ole. Well, he is going to kill everybody.
Okay.
So we're talking about the series Loki. I know we've already had our movie segment. This is like the extended version.
Oh, Mike asked the question, what is that one series that everybody loves but you seem to like? What is all the hype about? What is it?
Anybody that says Game of Thrones, eh?
Wow.
There are plenty.
They're haters.
But what is it for you?
There's so many.
Which would it be for you?
Okay, which one?
No. Yes.
I have to think about it, but definitely, I don't. So it's not everybody I know that thinks Loki is great. I know a lot of people that are on my side, but that would definitely have been one.
I have one.
Let me go back. Okay, which one?
Is it General Hospital or
Grey's Anatomy?
Grey's Anatomy.
Really?
No, I've never tried that.
I feel like I would have liked it.
Are you crazy?
And they're too far gone.
No.
Nah.
That's cool.
Oh, come on now.
No.
You need to start from scratch.
No,
you need to start from the beginning.
13 seasons.
It's 17 seasons, darling.
Oh, somebody just said Legend of the Seeker.
Oh, right.
You don't think it's great?
Not yet. So I watched Merlin. And at the end,
Another horrible one.
So no.
Another horrible one.
Merlin. A waste of time.
In any case, maybe you should tell us exactly which one is your one, the one that everybody seems to like, that you hate. One thing I'll tell you, do see The Good Wife, see The Good Fight. Fantastic.
Amazing.
The Good Doctor is also quite good. And House is sublime.
House,
Yes.
I think we should go to the weather now.
Fact-finding,
It feels like rain. Okay.
We'll be back. Welcome. Second time around here for Wake Up Nigeria. Let's do the news. My name is Mazino Appeal. Now, the National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control has approved the use of the Moderna and AstraZeneca vaccines. Now, it has also given a conditional approval for the Sputnik V vaccine. Making the announcements, the Director General of the agency, Professor Mojisola Adeyeye, says the approval comes after careful assessment of several vaccines by NAFDAC Vaccine Committee.
Moderna and AstraZeneca that we are approving now, the AstraZeneca we are approving now is from Korea because India has stopped sending anything out because they need it for their people. These two vaccines have received WHO emergency use listing and were given expedited approvals. Sputnik V is yet to receive the emergency use listing approval, and therefore we subjected it to full 6 months review by NAFDAC. The agency was granted access to the dossiers and prior assessment reports of Moderna and AstraZeneca from the WHO website at different times during these past few months.
And that's it for the news this hour. Let's do some sports now with Mike.
Don't mind. Let's go.
I can't sing to save my life.
Just say don't mind them. Just say don't mind.
Don't mind them. In any case, you guys are welcome. Now, hey, when you hear Motunde, you should know who that is, shouldn't you?
No, let me say it like how he says it.
Okay.
Motunde!
Which is very funny, and I will tell you why I say that in just about a bit. Now, if you don't know who we are talking about, we have the talented TV stage actor and also skit maker Motunde Sogunle, also known as Mo Sugar or Motunde.
Now she's starred in quite a number of movies, series, stage productions, and she's joining us to talk to us about her journey so far. But you probably know her because Mr. Marcaroni has a habit of just being flabbergasted by the guests she brings home. And I'm using the word guests.
Motunde, you're welcome.
Conservatively.
Who have you brought with you today?
I came alone.
You came alone?
Yes.
Are you sure there's not somebody driving in? Are you sure?
A very awkward type person. It's good to finally meet you. And you're a different person in person, actually.
Oh, really?
I would never have recognized you, honestly. I wouldn't have. You look so different from when you're on, you know, those skits to here now.
Well,
in a good way.
Aha, thank you very much, because I was wondering.
Nah, good to have you here.
Thank
we've
you.
had so many people from the world of skit making here on our couch. We've had so many discussions with them. I'm going to make this one a little bit different, but not to worry, nothing crazy at all. But tell us about your journey so far in acting generally.
Okay, so basically I studied theater arts in school. I wanted to study law, But somehow.
Jam juice, okay.
No, I changed my mind. That's
okay,
a different.
Okay, we get you. We get
That's
you.
a different story. But so studying theater arts and then coming out to the real world, and then it wasn't as easy as I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
And then I had to go into the whole 9-to-5 world.
What did you do for 9 to 5?
So I worked in an insurance company.
Oh, wow.
I worked in a fashion store. I worked in local government.
Wow.
Until I finally, my last job was a law firm.
Okay.
Hey.
I just escorted a friend for an interview, and I got there, and the man was like, because everybody was wearing white and black. I didn't get the memo.
Oh.
I wore a peach dress.
Oh, my
something
goodness.
like this. And then it was like, do you know why? I didn't even have a CV. I was like, do you know why you're here? I was like, my friend just told me about the interview, so I came with her. I was like, okay, I'm going to give you the job. And I'm like, okay. I actually worked with him for like almost 3 years.
Okay.
But it was kind of getting boring.
Oh.
Come in the morning, good morning, sir, do this, do that. So I had to tell him, okay, I want to actually go further in my film school and everything. I was like, okay, in case you change your mind, I'm still going to be, we're actually good friends up to now. Anyway,
nice.
So I went back to studying. I went to a film school, and then I was like, okay, I'm really, really going to give this a chance. And it's been pushing one audition, get lucky, do not get lucky. Until we find ourselves here.
Okay. How did you find yourself in Mr. Marcaroni skits?
Okay, so apparently we went to the same school, but we didn't meet in school.
Okay.
So I went to a Yoruba film school, and he was also a member of the film school, Odunfa Kakas. Okay. But we did also meet there. While I was studying, while he was also studying, we didn't meet at that time. So he wanted to produce his first film. And the man who was like my mentor at that time in the school was like, okay, he was going to cast me as his younger sister. We have actually been talking via social media, but we've never like met one-on-one until when I came on his set as his younger sister, and that was how we met. And so since then we've been doing. Funny how we've actually done other skits together before this one.
Yeah.
Before we actually even knew this was going to become a thing. We've done the one of the very crazy boyfriend who sends his girlfriend to meet different men for money.
Oh, wow.
Different stuff. And until this one, he just called me up, and then he was like, he has an advert, am I available? I was like, yeah, I'm available. And then we did the very first husband bring into the house. And the feedback was mad. I'm like, yo, let's make this a thing. And I said, let me think about it. I'm like, oh God, let's grab this opportunity. And he's like, okay, yes. And next is like, okay, we have a series. I'm like, okay, let's get to business.
And it is a series, a powerful one.
Nice. I noticed something about the skit making ecosystem, that everybody relies on everybody else. Everybody is featuring in everybody's little feature, everybody's little expression here and there. How well put together is this community? I also see that there are actors now getting infused into that community as well, that they want to be a part of that skit making community. So there's two different communities. There's Nollywood.
Yes.
There's old Nollywood, new Nollywood. Then there's the skit makers, and they're all beginning to like into each other. What's going on here? How big is that community?
At the end of the day, it's still acting, but I feel like skit making is beginning to gather a large crowd.
Yeah.
So as an actor, I will literally want to feature 1 or 2 skits because it helps to gain crowd. It helps to gain the skit making crowd or skit makers crowd and everything. And they get to know your own craft. It's more like helping to build your own brand at the end of the day. So that's why you have a lot of actors feature in 1 or 2. It might not be a long-term thing, but even skit makers themselves, I need to get your crowd. You need to get my crowd. So it's like a mixture. Like
Speaking of those skits, we need to take a quick look at one of them right now so you know exactly what we're excited about. That and many more amazing packages of content have come from that particular crew, and honestly, it takes a lot to put that together. But you must have started producing your own stuff by now.
Oh yes.
Yeah?
Well, I have produced my first movie. It's a Yoruba movie.
Okay.
It's called Shangbafo.
Shangbafo?
Yes.
Okay. You need to break that down for me. What does that mean?
Okay, so the initial title was Hangover.
Okay.
But they said, okay, just change it to Yoruba. This is your first movie, so it's peculiar to you and all that and all. So I'm like, okay, what do you want? Director, they just kept coming up with names, and then they said, I said, Jesus, this is too hard now. But they said, no, so heavy. They said, no, but they said, don't worry. I'm like, okay. So yeah, Shangbafo. Actually, the story, Shangbafo, actually, because
I'm inspired.
it's a love.
How old are you?
Okay, Mazino.
So, hang on a second. I don't think she heard me. How old are you?
Quite old.
Oh, wow.
And that is?
You really want me to?
Yes, I'm not. We're not going to another segment until you answer.
Mazino.
Yes.
This is fight for me.
This is not very gentlemanly of
I'm
you
not
at
trying
all.
to be a gentleman.
See what I have to deal with every day?
I said I'm inspired because you've achieved such fits that I'm thinking, hey, you might be an inspiration to other young women. I mean, you've produced your movies, so that's why I was asking.
Is if I say it, some might be like, oh, she's too young, she can't be. And
no,
then
you're
some
inspiring
might
a
be
lot
like,
of girls out there. A lot of girls out there who can be like you.
You're still here to inspire us further and be part of our game segment. We're going to be taking a quick break and be back. It's game day, people.
Well, as was said in the Bible, blessed am I amongst women. Today's games, blessed am I indeed. And we're playing something that is Tokwa's favorite. Each time we get to play with ping pong.
Oh.
No, just ping pong. I didn't.
You just wanted her to say that.
I didn't.
Word,
In any case, Motunde, you're going to be joining us for a very interesting game. It's called Ping Pong Partner. So this is how it's going to go. We are going to be bouncing balls off of this table here. We played it once before and it was very interesting.
Yeah.
And you and your partner, by the way, your partner is Tokwe, and you are very lucky to have Tokwe as your partner.
Don't go and sell me too much.
Wow.
Tokwe is going to be on that side, and she will be catching the balls, as many as she can, in this cup here. While I have the unfortunate disprivilege
now you go
of being partnered with Titi, who never gets any game right.
Oh, wow, Mazino.
You shocked them today.
But
I'm the best thing that ever happened to you, Mazino. Well, so let's do this.
All right, so we are going to start. Since you believe in yourself so much, why don't you already come here, Titi? Come on. All right, let's do this.
Show them, Titi, show them. Give us a sample.
Yeah, no, it's simple. The first one is a sample.
Well,
I think
Am I in frame? Am I good? All right, so we're going to be bouncing off of this table. Titi, you're supposed to stand like as if you're making a performance.
Really?
Go on.
This is it now.
Yeah. Go further down. Yeah, in the
Why
mark.
are you
in the
being
mark.
so mean?
I can't. You're my partner. I can't be mean to you.
You can.
All right, there you go.
You're
So
always mean. Partner or not.
we're partners. Are you ready? So please try as much as you can. Do not move your feet from where they're planted. It's also on me to make sure that I get them.
Is it
inside
not to
the
catch
cup.
the ball?
Easier said than done, Titi.
Catch the ball.
Focus.
None of this
Okay.
preamble.
This is
What's all
testing.
Okay.
No, it's gone.
Go!
All right, so we are
You did that
starting
on purpose, by the
now.
way.
Please, can you time us for 1 minute?
How many balls
Or
are
at
we
least
supposed to
until
catch?
we're done with the balls.
Mike, time us for...
Here we go. Oh. Here we
Can
go.
you see these things?
Okay,
Wow.
good. Keep
Let's
going.
go.
Yeah!
Good girl, you are on a roll. Oh my goodness.
No, all right. Oh!
What is it?
Titi, don't move. You're doing fine, but you're just
All right,
terrible.
let's go.
You're almost
right.
nice.
All right.
That's my girl. You can see
Wow,
that she's
really?
more.
Wow, that's you.
You can see it.
You are doing...
Titi. Wow. Titi.
All right,
Time
let's
up.
do this.
All right.
I got
I'm
you.
all for
You get to
Titi.
count your balls. You get to
I'm
count your
all for
balls.
Titi today, man.
Take a seat. Take a
I
seat.
don't know
Take a seat.
who could hate their own
All right,
partner
so-
so much right now.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 balls.
6 balls.
Your turn. Let me get the balls
You
around
want to
the
throw,
set.
you want to catch?
Let me throw.
Who's throwing? No, I want Motunde to actually.
let me throw,
I want
please.
Motunde to actually catch.
But she wants to throw.
I want to throw.
Motunde catch. It's
I'm good
easier.
at throwing.
You're good at throwing.
Yes.
Pancakes and the stuff. Yeah, okay, I get you.
All right.
All right.
But if we lose, don't worry.
Plant your feet. Plant your feet. Plant your feet. You ready?
Yeah.
Breathe in. 6 balls we had, yeah? Now
Yeah.
let's see.
We
Now.
can do this.
All right.
My
And then
dear.
you switch partners after.
Let's do this. All right.
Auntie, no, baby girl. Auntie,
Let's do
the
this.
streets are wild.
So it has to be very...
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, almost,
Okay,
almost.
we're doing fine.
Yeah,
One.
nice.
I hope they run out of time.
Oh, okay. She got it.
Did she get it? No.
Yes, she did.
She got it.
Wow.
Almost.
Okay.
Hey. Okay.
Wow.
Four.
Wow.
Ah!
Wow. No.
What are you doing?
So one falls, can I pick it?
No, you
back?
can't.
Don't worry.
All right, let's go.
Don't bother.
All right, go back. Oh, almost. Oh! And that was
You
how
can
the
still
cookie
do it.
crumbled.
Wait, don't do it. You lose the balls in there.
Okay, keep trying.
Okay.
Okay, let's see. Oof.
That's it. You're out. You're out of balls. You're out of time. Let's see how many balls you have. Come here.
But really?
Now let's hope. Can I get the balls? Can I get all the balls? Because I really want to see Motunde catch. But at this point we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 balls. I had so much faith in you. I knew you could do it.
You kept falling.
You're fantastic. You're the best partner anybody could have.
I'm sticking to my partner, please.
No, I want her to catch.
So you catch.
Fine.
You catch.
No, I'm
one
not
more
catching.
round.
She has to catch.
As you know, let's do this. Let's go. One more round.
I wanted her to catch. I'm good at this already. We all know.
Yeah. Wow. Let's do this.
All right.
All right. Okay.
Oh, wow.
I still hate you.
See, it's all in this.
Please, come and sit down. Come and sit down.
See.
Get out, Joe.
So easy.
I've never wanted my partner to lose.
Hey, hey. I can even.
There's no need for us to play.
Come on, please.
You want to catch it? You want to catch it?
No, I wanted to catch. It's easy. Just make sure you see the balls coming. Don't worry, the one I caught in my mouth is not in there. Don't worry.
Please don't be surprised if I don't
It's
catch
okay.
one.
Oh my God.
You can do it without that.
Okay.
All right.
You got it?
Yeah. Hey-oh.
Okay.
Move back. That's it, Motunde. You're good.
All right.
More sugar on the beats.
At least.
Yes, so let's start.
Yeah. You catch it. Don't worry.
Don't worry, you catch it.
Nice.
Wow. Nice.
Auntie.
No, that was your fault.
Oh, yeah, no.
Yeah.
Nice. This is
I'm
too
surprised.
easy. We have to make this game tougher the next time.
Great.
On heels again. Let's go.
Don't worry.
Okay.
Okay.
That doesn't count.
Another one.
Okay.
Doesn't count.
Almost.
Are you done?
Someone is ruined.
One last one.
Oh.
Thank you very much, Mo Sugar. It was fantastic having you here. In any case, we all know who the winner is. This
Yes.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Mo Sugar.
All right, let's have you come to the kitchen.
Let's see one more of her skids. And at that point, we'll be taking her to the kitchen. All right, then. Nice one. Is that the movie you were talking about?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Say it again.
That's Shangbafo.
Shangbafo. Okay.
Nice. Welcome to the kitchen. We have Chef Ayo with us, and she made jollof pasta with sautéed veggies. It was really a nice preparation process with some sprinkling of breadcrumbs on this. I really want to know what you think about the breadcrumbs.
All right, hold on.
Yeah.
Let everybody see what it's like.
Oh, okay, let's have a close
the
view.
fact that the veggies are what had the breadcrumbs on it.
Yes, not the protein. All right, then.
Makes it crunchy.
Go ahead.
Is this, oh my.
Is that yours, baby girl?
Of course. Go ahead.
Yours.
Go ahead. Have a taste.
Okay. So which do we try first?
Be my guest or be our guest.
Be our guest, yes.
Okay. Let's try this
Yes.
first.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
With pepper.
That's what some people
Your Yorubarism did not reach liking of pepper.
You don't reach that place.
But this is actually really nice.
All right then. Fantastic. So the spices were perceiving earlier in the food, and some people love that. Hopefully hopefully we've been able to spice up your weekend with this. Please make sure you try it at home, everybody. Make sure you try it at home. Send us a video and use the hashtag #WakeUpNigeria on TVC so that, we can see what you prepared.
Yeah, and then you should try to visit Chef Ayo's restaurant on the island, Freedom Way, if you're around that axis. Patronize a business. Madino and Mike, what do you have for us?
Hey, make sure you play the games and tag us on social media. We'd like to see how it went.
Yeah.
But make sure you don't put it in your mouth, please.
All right, then. Everybody have a fantastic weekend. We'll be back on Monday, 7 a.m.